Welcome to Subhash's grammar class. We have already studied adjective. The first division was adjective quality or descriptive adjective. Adjective has three divisions. We can use it in positive form or positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Adjective quality can be used in positive, comparative, and superlative degrees. Okay. Here are a few examples. Tall, positive degree. Taller, comparative. Tallest, superlative degree. Like that. Wise, wiser, wisest. Cold, colder, coldest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Dark, darker, darkest. Soon, sooner, soonest. Deep, deeper, deepest. Here, in order to frame comparative degree, we used or we suffixed er, and in order to frame superlative, est. So by suffixing er, we get a comparative degree, and by suffixing est, we get a superlative degree. Tall, taller, tallest. Wise, wiser, wisest. Cold, colder, coldest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Dark, darker, darkest. Soon, sooner, soonest. Deep, deeper, deepest. So this is one way to make comparative and superlative. Now let's move on to the next method. Positive, good, comparative form, totally different, better, and the superlative form, best. Like that, bad, worse, worst, little, less, least, much, more, most. Here all the three forms are different. Good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, little, less, least, much, more, most. So this is the second type. And let's see the third one. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Attractive, more attractive, most attractive. Impressive, more impressive, most impressive. Beneficial, more beneficial, most beneficial. So words having more than two syllables, we frame comparative degree using more or by prefixing more, and superlative by prefixing most. So beautiful, beautiful. It has three syllables. So more beautiful. It's a trisyllabic word. More beautiful, most beautiful. Attractive, more attractive, most attractive. Impressive, more impressive, most impressive. Beneficial, more beneficial, most beneficial. Now let's start with a degree of comparison. How to write in other degrees. For example, a sentence is given in superlative degree and you are asked to rewrite in the comparative degree or positive degree. How is it possible? That's called a degree of comparison. And we are going to study that. For example, a sentence in which good is used, you have to write using better and best. And how is it possible? See how it works. Here is a sentence in superlative degree. The sun is the nearest star. Near, nearer, nearest. Superlative form. And the superlative word is always preceded by article the. So the sun is the nearest star. The nearest. We have to remove nearest. And when we remove nearest, the word nearest or the superlative word nearest, we have to remove the also. The preceding word the also, because this stands only with the superlative degree, not with the comparative, not with positive. Okay, so the sun is the nearest star, that is in superlative degree. What we have to do is to remove the superlative word as well as the, and fix nearer, comparative word plus than plus any other. So instead of near the plus nearest, we have to add nearer plus than plus any other. So the sun is nearer than any other star, comparative degree. And in order to frame positive degree, we have to start with no other. We have to start with no other, and then we have to add the word or words that come after superlative degree or any other. So in the first sentence, the superlative word is nearest. The word which comes after that is star. Look at the second sentence, that is the sentence in comparative degree. Look at any other. The word which comes after any other is star, and we have to take that part and fix it with no other. So no other star. That is the subject of the positive degree that we are framing. So no other is the subject. And now we have to borrow the verb from superlative degree or comparative degree, that is. So no other star is. And then we have to write the positive degree of the superlative degree or comparative degree. And the positive degree should be written in between as, or so as. In between as, or so as. So no other star is as near as or so near as, plus the subject of the superlative degree or comparative degree, that is the sun. So no other star is so near as the sun. I hope you got it. Here is another example. The Nile is the longest river in the world. The longest. So it is in superlative degree. We have to remove the plus longest, and there we have to fix longer plus than plus any other. Then we will get its comparative form. So the Nile is longer plus than plus any other, longer than any other river in the world. That is its comparative degree form. And then, as I have told you, positive degree begins with a no other. So no other plus the word or words which come after superlative degree. Here it is river in the world. So we have to fix river in the world with no other to frame the subject of the positive degree. So no other river in the world. So we got subject. And then we have to borrow verb, that is. No other river in the world is. And then we have to write the positive degree in between as, or so as. So no other river in the world is as long as or so long as subject, the Nile. Look at the sentences once again. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Remove the longest, fix longer than any other. You get comparative degree. No other, the Nile is longer than any other river in the world. Positive degree. We have to start with no other. And then the word or words which come after superlative degree or after any other. So no other river in the world. Verb is. Positive degree in between as, or so as long as or so long as. And then comes the subject, the Nile. So no other river in the world is so long as or as long as the Nile. I hope you got it. Here is one more example. She is better than any other student. So sentence is in comparative degree. Better than any other. So we have to remove better than any other and fix the best to frame superlative degree. So she is the best student. Better than any other. We have to remove better than or replace better than any other with the best. She is the best student, superlative form. And in order to frame positive degree, we have to begin with no other. So no other. The word or words which come after any other or superlative word, that is student. So no other student, verb is. We have to place positive degree in between so as or as. So no other student is so good as she. We got positive degree. I hope it is clear to you with the help of these three examples. I shall give you one more example to make it thorough. The sentence is in positive degree. No other fruit is as sweet as this. As sweet as this. Sweet, positive degree. And we have to frame first. We are going to frame the superlative degree form. So this is the sweetest. Sweet, sweetest, sweetest. This is the sweetest fruit. And in order to frame comparative degree, we have to remove the plus sweetest and fix sweeter than any other. So this is sweeter than any other fruit. Once again, no other fruit is as sweet as this. This is the sweetest fruit. This is sweeter than any other fruit. Got it? In some sentences in comparative degree, you find all other instead of any other. And if we have to use all other, the following word or the following noun, normally if noun comes, that noun should be plural. So look at the rule. Instead of any other, all other is sometimes used, but all other is followed by plural word. Look at the sentence. This is the hottest of seasons. This is hotter than all other seasons. Any other season, all other seasons. No other season is as hot as this, positive form. So this is the hottest of seasons. Comparative form, this is hotter than all other seasons. All other seasons. Otherwise, you can write any other season. But in the superlative degree, seasons is given. So it is better to say this is hotter than all other seasons. No other season is as hot as this. Here is another type of sentence. Look at it. Madras is one of the biggest cities in India. One of the biggest cities in India. So far we studied the best, the tallest, the nearest, like that. But here, one of the biggest. Madras is one of the biggest cities in India. So this is in superlative degree. How will you frame its comparative form and a positive form? There are so many methods. Here I suggest one easy method for you. If you want to frame the comparative form, you have to begin with very few. Very few cities in India. Very few cities in India. You know it is plural. So instead of is, we have to write are. Very few cities in India are bigger than, not any other, bigger than Madras. Very few cities in India are bigger than Madras. And if you want to frame it's a positive degree, you have to frame it like this. Most other cities in India, that is also plural. So we have to write are instead of is. Most other cities in India are, we have to make it negative. Most other cities in India are not as big as Madras. So Madras is one of the biggest cities in India. Very few cities in India are bigger than Madras. Most of the cities in India are not as big as Madras. Here is one more example. Gold is one of the rarest metals. Gold is one of the rarest metals, one of the rarest of metals, like that. And look at the comparative form. Very few. In the previous sentence also, we started with very few. Very few metals, it is plural. So instead of is, we have to write are. Very few metals are rarer than gold. Rarer than gold. Positive degree. Most other metals are negative. Not as rare as gold. Have a look at it once again. Gold is one of the rarest metals. Superlative degree. One of the rarest. So we have to begin the comparative form with very few. Very few metals. It's plural. So are. Very few metals are rarer than gold. Positive degree should begin with most other. So most other metals are, and a positive degree should be negative. I already told you. So most of the metals are not as rare as gold. So I hope we have covered all the sides of degree of comparison. Hope you understood it. Well, that's all. That's all about adjective. So in the next class, we start with the next part of speech, that is verb. So till then, bye. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe and also press the bell button.